Gino Ford grew up with the ultimate coach, his dad, Gene. A coal miner's son and Ohio Hall of Famer, Gene made the Cambridge Bobcats bad and blue.
That's why people liked him. I mean, he was always smiling, he was always laughing, he was always joking and making you feel good, unless you played for him.
And playing for Pops was a challenge.
And playing high school basketball for my dad was probably one of the things I enjoyed the most in terms of, just that experience. That's something that during the time, I don't know how much I enjoyed it because my dad was hard on us. And he was probably harder on Gino than he was on me because Gino was probably a little bit more coachable.
We went to a summer camp and had our team. We were playing as a team, and he didn't think I was playing as well as I should play, so he literally kicked me off the team, and it was only day 2 of a 5-day camp. I spent the last 3 days playing for some high school out of Canton. I didn't even play with my own teammates.
That was how Gene coached. He led Cambridge to 5 Final Fours over a 25-year run. In the summer of 2019, he passed away to cancer. He was 66.
You don't realize it at the time until it's gone and it's over and you look back and how much somebody impacted your life. But obviously he did, and I think he did everyone, from Gino to my younger brother as well. I miss talking to him, miss laughing. He was always good for a laugh, that's for sure.
Biggest thing with coaches versus cancer is awareness. Of course it is. And, being able to represent, him and his story and our family during this week is huge.
It used to be something I just tossed a pair of sneakers on and you coach the game. Now you end up, I've made it a point every year, I always have the last few years told a story or two about my dad to our team the day before the game.
As you might have guessed, there are plenty to choose from. Gene is a legend in the state of Ohio, from his positive energy to his humor and even his sideline antics.
We came out for warm-ups, and there were 2 of our players that went right over to half court and got in a defensive stance right by the officials. And as the officials moved, they slid like they were, gonna stop them. And the official finally went over and said, "Hey, what in the world are you doing?" And my dad told the guy, he said, "Hey, I was taught to always double team the guy that hurt me the most." So he put 2 guys on the official in warm-ups. He got a technical before the game started.
The memories rolled on when father and son teamed up to coach at Muskingum University, Gene's alma mater, and Gino's new head gig.
We'd have somebody give up an offensive rebound, and he would start screaming at me, "Hey, Cole's not blocking out, Cole's not blocking out." And my dad was responsible to coach the big guys. So then I would turn around and go at him, "Yeah, it's you, it's your fault." It's the kid's fault, but it's your fault.
Now, a new generation is climbing the coaching ranks. Gino's son Darren coached at Harbor Fields High School while juggling classes at Stony Brook. He's currently on staff at Pratt Community College in Kansas, following the family footsteps.
Watching my grandpa, my dad, my uncle, I've even got other family members that have coached. It's always been the dream, and it's always, been my DNA.
It's a high pressure job, and you have to perform, and you got to compete for championships. That's why you're hired. That's what you're hired to do. And so, I think he was willing to accept that. And if you are, then, grab the wheel with both hands and get going.
In the end, it all goes back to Gene, the leader of a basketball family forever.
Being able to carry on that name is probably the biggest thing. The Ford legacy, the Ford coaching legacy is huge. And it all started because of him. We don't have basketball in our lives if it weren't for him.
For Stony Brook Athletics, I'm Sam Niederman.